Since we have been talking for quite a long time about the world and how it tries to destroy our walk with God, and of course we're just kind of skimming the surface, but still, we have been talking about this for many a morning. It's kind of I think we need to say a few more things, a few last things to kind of round it out because it is there is more to it, but yeah, I can't do justice to it nonetheless. So one more thought here is the poisonous conformity to the world. This is for believers, of course, us, and this is not something that is to be taken lightly. So in 1 Samuel 8, there is a great example of this kind of urge to sort of how would I say it? Sort of blend in. Yeah, that's the word. Sort of blending in. That's that idea that I need to be like everyone else. I just want to kind of fade into the tapestry, that's there, and not be noticed, so that I'm just one of the many, and I'm safe that way or something. So 1 Samuel 8:5, when the prophet Samuel was old, and then they said, behold, you are old, and your sons walk not in your ways. Now make us a king to judge us, listen to this, like all the nations. Okay, so it's interesting because like God had a different plan for Israel. God wanted Israel to be very separate from every other nation. Like that was the whole idea. Gentiles and Israel. Israel is not like the Gentiles, and that's true. But as far as the form of government went, God had like a different plan for them, and God desired a more direct connection, I should say, probably, because He did not want to appoint a king over them, but He wanted to have His individual messengers, the prophets, priests, maybe people to whom He has given power and authority and the message personally. So He wanted the prophets to sort of lead the nation, and the idea was that they would be faithful to Him, and they would not try to establish a house with their name, the house of Ahab, the house of whatever, they were not interested in that, and that was God's plan. But the people asked, well, we need a king, we need it more organized, it needs to be proper, just correct, we need someone to actually lead us. Their request was reasonable, actually, in a way you could say, but it was also turning away from what God had for them. And what was their reason for choosing this? And the reason was, well, everybody else does it this way, so why should we not do it this way? So make us like everybody else, because we like that more than this, God, make us like everybody else. And it's interesting, we as believers, we may get, we can be fed up with the ways of God. It's an interesting thought, because His ways are so very different from the ways of the world, and then we see everybody else live by those rules, and then those ways, and then we start thinking in our hearts, we forget the purposelessness and the hopelessness that used to be there, and then we start thinking, yesterday in the service we talked about, when the Israelites went, the leeks and the fishes in Egypt, and we want those. We lie to ourselves about how good those ways are, and then we say, God, I don't want it. I don't want your ways. I want to be like them. And this is a dangerous way that the world robs us. And God very clearly says to Samuel, verse 7, do what they ask of you, because they have not despised you, they have rejected me. They have not rejected you, they have rejected me from being king over them, from ruling over them. Now they want a human king. So this is something that can happen with us. We keep looking at the world, and then we start taking their patterns, and we start behaving like they do. This is why the Word of God needs to be so fresh and so powerful in our lives, because gosh, otherwise what will keep us? So yeah, that's just some food for thought for the morning, and God bless your day.